All right, welcome back to My Mom's Basement. It is Robbie Fox here with the TOT Star Wars boys. I'm happy to have them all in studio, in office. This feels huge.
Massive.
I feel like I got a huge band right now all together. Like, I feel like if I met you guys individually, I'd be like, oh, what's up, guys? But all together, it's like the Beatles are in here.
That's a nice cop. Which one am I?
John.
I think
I'll
that's
take
something
it.
that I can now take to my mom and be like, someone said this about us, so please leave me alone. I think 6-month grace period for that.
Yeah.
I think that should give us some freedom.
So we've got Finn, we've got Stone, we've got Robbie T, we've got Matty Ice. And I've known you guys for a few months now,
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah,
For
couple
3
months
or
now.
4
Feels like
months
years,
or
though.
something.
Maybe
So,
even 5 months.
I had seen your guys' clips on Instagram, and we actually got a guy, shout out Sam Goldfinger in the office here, who had sent me some of your stuff and was like, "You guys, have you seen these guys?" And my For You page is always Legos. So I was like, yeah, I'm familiar, my man. You guys hit me up and said, "Do you want to do the pod?" And I clicked on your page. I saw that one of Liam Gallagher's sons, Gene, followed you. And I was like, oh my, or actually, I think it was Lennon that followed
Yeah, it
you.
was Lennon.
So I was like, oh, shit, these guys must be fucking cool. I got to do the pod. We did a pod about Disney and Star Wars. We screamed at each other for 30 minutes, and we've been boys ever since.
Yeah.
I told you
we
guys,
got
by the way,
runs.
paying that guy that $1,000 for the follow was worth it. I knew that was going to be worth it.
We did 2 episodes together now, and for those that don't know, your podcast mostly is Lego Star Wars specifically, which I think is impressive that you guys have built the following that you've built. You have 500 patrons on Patreon. You've built this huge community over what people would think is a pretty niche topic. So I want to start there. Like, what made you realize you could do a Lego Star Wars show? Who realized that first?
So basically, when we started, I thought it was some creative genius idea to call it an experience instead of a podcast, so we could test out everything possible.
The Jimi Hendrix experience.
yeah.
That's it. It's excuse built
Except
in.
no Woodstock. No Woodstock.
So it's
Built-in
like if we
excuses.
call it an experience, we can literally do anything, and then we can find out what hits. And then we did it for a certain period of time, and then I was like, threw Lego into the mix, and then it was like, wait.
So
this
it
kinda
was
catches.
just a regular podcast about anything first?
No,
Star Wars.
Star
Anything
Wars.
Just
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
like we were doing like theory videos and all this stuff.
I've seen
like,
some of the old
Like
ones.
our
with you
shorts
and
would be
Finn,
like,
right?
just a tough
Was it
watch,
just you guys at first?
It was these
Finn
two
and
doing the
Matt?
theory.
It was a
Yeah.
basketball podcast that turned into a Star Wars podcast that then I lived with Rob in college. I said, you have to do this with me. He said, we should do this. And then he was Boys with Stone. He said, you
Yeah,
should
I
do
found out that he was doing a Star Wars podcast, and I go, dude, I know way more about Star Wars than you. Why am I not on this thing? Put me on this now. And then, then we're all together.
We do have something special if you want to. We have the text. The text.
Oh, the text.
We
that
have
started it
Jedi
all.
text.
The text,
text.
that started
The.
it all.
That's great. The Sacred Jedi text.
Okay.
This was a text right before me and Rob moved in together. We were friends for about 4 months. We were arguing about. He was trying to claim to me over text that the Sith and the Jedi were the same, or that they were not the same. I said, from a certain point
you
of
moved
view.
in together? You lived together
We
in
did.
college? Did you just go to college together?
Yeah,
Is
we
that
just
how you
went-
met?
We didn't
Cheated on
meet
accounting
each other
test
till we didn't meet each other till senior year of college.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and then first year post grad we moved in with each other.
And when you're in college, are you as into Lego as you are right
100%.
now?
oh, yeah.
well, that's what
Like, are
happened.
your dorms filled with Lego and shit?
I was
Yeah.
I was the pledge master in my fraternity, and I would make them buy me Lego sets.
We had a.
that was the hate.
that was part of it. I was like,
We had a
Need the
mutual
Legos.
buddy connect me and Rob. We had a class together junior year, and we cheated on all these accounting tests together. I remember hitting him up like December 5th and being like, yo, finals coming up. You think we can figure this out? And he goes, drop it. And I go, okay, cool. Didn't even know him, so we both dropped it. The next year later, a mutual friend of ours connected us, and we went to the bar. I went to Rob's house after. I'm looking around his room. We're smoking bong, and I go, a sequel set up there? You sequels guy? And he happened to have the Resistance Y-Wing. We
Huge
started talking
sequels
about
guy,
that.
right?
Well,
Gifted to me by Stone, by the way.
yeah.
And so, you get an opportunity to pick fun at someone you don't know, and we and he gave it back to me, and I was like, okay, cool. So that actually was the genesis of our entire friendship, was me being like, sequels guy with
And
that
you and
thing?
Maddie, you guys are cousins and
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
blood related. Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. His
Yeah,
mother,
so-
his mother's my godmother, my mother's his
Yeah,
godmother.
me and Finn had a lot of growing up Lego trips. Like we'd go to the New
Yeah.
York Lego store, whatever it is, and then
Jersey guys, by the way.
my sophomore year of college, I went to South Carolina for 1 year, and I just didn't really do much. And so we were literally just talking on the phone. We literally watched Mandalorian on FaceTime, like my first time, like 2 years after it came out.
Oh wow.
Like wasn't
You were
watching
out.
Star Wars. Like I was out.
you close yourself off from the Force.
Yeah, and then it somehow turned into us doing a Star Wars pod, and I was like, all right, here we go.
But
So-
it was NBA first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TOT hoops.
It was
called
me.
TOT
It was
Hoops?
me.
TOT hoops. It's
it was-
still up. It's still up.
It was
It's
me
still-
being mid at basketball, thinking I was good at basketball, making basketball TikToks for my personal TikTok, and then I begged Matt. I was like, please, bro, please come on camera. And we started doing some
like five
basketball.
moves in my bag. Five moves you need in your bag.
Like, I'd
those
make-
kinds
Are
of
you a
cracks.
Knicks guy?
Nets, unfortunately. Just
Oh, gotcha.
I could
See,
never
so I
switch.
grew up a Nets fan. My mom worked at the Izod Center.
Oh,
As
cool.
soon as they left and went to Newark, I was like, "Fuck them."
So that was
took
the
jobs away from my mom.
That was the
and I moved to the Knicks.
That was the safe break where
Yeah.
you either go fuck you for leaving or I'm gonna ride super
but
hard.
I did kind of a weird break because I left before they left New Jersey.
Okay.
Before they went to Brooklyn, when they went to Newark,
to
I was
Prudential
like,
Center.
Fuck 'em. Yeah.
Right. So we started making those videos, and Rob texted me, which again we have the text, which is him saying,
I keep
Yeah,
forgetting.
what's
Maybe-
the text?
What's the date on that receipts guy?
Yeah, let's get a
receipts
receipt.
guy. This guy.
And you'll have to text this to me. I'll put it in a
"Yeah,
post
we'll put a
so
little
that
picture."
people can see
It was
on
just a
screen.
text argument we were having that he then goes, maybe we should put a camera on this. What did I say?
We were dealing with absolutes, and the funniest thing is Finn's answer to whatever we were arguing about is the answer that I hate the most. And it's Star Wars rhymes.
Oh wait, it rhymes. It's like poetry.
Yeah, that's his
Such a
favorite.
nice-
His favorite thing to
Such a
say.
nice
So
back
it
cop
rhymes.
out.
Anything you get
Listen,
stuck
I'm a
on.
Batman fan. Batman fans, we just say, he's Batman. It's kind of just a cop out
He had,
for
he
anything.
had prep time.
Yeah.
Oh, he prepared for that.
How do you get back to Gotham in Dark Knight Rises? He's Batman.
He's Batman.
Yeah.
Just Batman.
Whatever. He's
But
Batman.
yeah, literally, Finn was like, the New Republic. We were talking about Jedi and Sith being polar opposites, and he goes, "Are they though?"
Based.
And then I go, "We might the hearted message."
We might need to make a Star Wars podcast and deal with these intricate questions.
By the way,
On God, I'll do that with you. I 100% will set it up in the new crib.
That's what we
I've
did,
never
yeah.
even heard. This is great. I've never even heard of a Star Wars podcast. You thought nobody's ever talked about Star Wars online.
I thought it was
I
like
thought no one did either.
I thought it was like the best idea ever.
Well, no, then he found one and changed it to Star Wars Experience, not the podcast.
Right.
So we were
Right.
like,
We're not a
no one's
podcast, we're an
doing it.
experience.
Like no one's doing it like how we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know, like make it cool and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we started doing the Lego though. Like we had one clip.
I was making Lego shorts on the
exactly how
channel.
We started doing the Lego.
How did you start doing the
We
Lego
have an
then?
interesting dynamic where we each kind of cover specific bases. So, like in that case, Rob goes, "Hey, I think it'd be cool if we made a podcast." And 4 texts later, he goes, "I don't know. We might run out of topics, bro. Maybe." So there's a cynical side, positive side, creative side, beautiful workhorse side, and it all comes together in like a nice way. But
Like the Beatles.
even before the podcast was created, bro was tweaking, going, "Might run out of topics. I don't know."
Well, I think one of the most impressive things about your podcast is that you don't run out of topics. Like, and I don't know if it's a struggle for you guys, but so I like wasn't listening to the podcast. I was seeing all the clips, and then when I did the podcast with you guys, I was like, these guys are fucking hysterical. The stuff that you guys scream at each other over, and at the top of your lungs, like it's the peak of tension, and it's over fucking greebling on the side of an X-wing. or some
This is a
shit like
unique
that.
opportunity to. We
It's huge news for them,
really
boys.
looking you in the eyes, really care so much.
I could tell.
Like seriously,
and
it
you
is more
guys
important to me than
constantly, you've been doing videos for years now,
3
and
years.
you have how many a week?
2
2
weeks.
a week.
By the
Yeah,
way,
Monday, Thursday.
Plus Patreon
3 with
episodes.
Patreon, yeah.
This is what
And it's all Lego Star Wars. You have not run out of shit to talk about with Lego Star Wars.
This is with full-time jobs. We're putting out 2 episodes a week, 1 short a day. We're dying trying to do this, and the only source of any friction is, what can we talk about today? Just trying to figure
Yeah.
out what could be the good. Because you're right, it is. I mean, dude,
You have good categories too.
Yeah.
You have the underrated, overrated.
Serious.
You have the copper drop, which I guess are kind of the same. And it goes
We've
back
kind
and
of
forth.
combined
say
it.
But
that
rating a full year of Lego Star Wars.
that is from the Barstool
Drafts.
model. Like
Oh,
a lot,
totally. I
a
could
lot
tell.
of
I mean,
our, yeah.
What you guys are doing is very similar to like the old rundown.
Yeah.
Where they would all be over Zoom, screaming at each other over the topics of the day. Replace the topics with Lego Star Wars.
I will say, it's modeled pretty intensely.
I mean,
after,
there's a common comment where it's like we'll get comments all the time where it's like Barstool of Lego question mark.
just meaning that
And
we
I
can,
think that's accurate.
because it's I mean, it's built like I was really a big follower in the early 2000s, or I guess it was mid
Early
2010s.
2000s.
2010s. Yeah, I was 1.
Yeah.
But the mid 2010s, like on whether it was Stool Scenes, Barstool Office moved in 2016, stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of that DNA, as crazy as is really baked into this from the building perspective. So yeah, it was more of how can we do this instead of this.
Yeah.
Or that.
And I think you've done it really well. Like, did you guys think you would get to the level this quickly where you have 500 people on
100%.
Patreon? Is also the Discord. Is that a huge part of it for you guys? Where like did
Oh,
making the Discord
yeah.
lead to
That
community?
that was like just a random idea because none of us had ever used Discord before.
Besides Stone.
Besides Stone. Stone was.
I was in the Naruto Discord. I'm a pretty high-ranked shinobi. I was in it when it had 10,000 members, and it has 4 million members in it now. So
Oh
no
my
big deal.
God.
So I built that server from the ground up.
Wow.
There's 6,000 people in there, and it's great from like a.
Bunch of fans' advice too, by the way, though. Bunch of fans
Yeah.
did hop on VC with me in the Discord. They gave me so much advice, like what to do with the Discord
Love
server.
that.
a lot of suggestions. Like the fans are so good at like.
Well, that's the best
Get
part
into
about it
something,
is
so.
that it's like become self-sufficient. Like we don't do anything. Like we don't put much effort now into it. It's like run by the community now.
Which
Yeah.
is big. Because, like, for me, it's still so tough for me to navigate. Maybe I'm just, like, an unk in that way. Like, Discord, to
Same.
me, is all over the place.
It's confusing.
But you click in any tab, there's messages from 30 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, whatever it is. Like, it's awesome.
I mean, the biggest Lego Star Wars Discord they had before is like 8 years old now, and we already passed them in members.
Oh,
in
you
less
guys
than
are
a
the
year.
biggest Lego Star Wars Discord out there.
Yeah, we passed them
That's
in under
sick.
a year. We passed them.
The-
I was monitoring it every day. Like we're passing them.
The
We're passing
idea from a business perspective, if any of you are virgins, was to
They're out there. They're
was to
watching.
try and build more of a universe than a TikTok clip.
Yeah.
So that if you're involved in, wow, you're at work, you're not even thinking about Legos, and you're like, God, this guy Rob, he actually sucks, because he does in real life. And if you are more ingrained in, wow, I'm seeing this guy write stuff that's stupid, seeing this guy say stuff that's stupid, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's more of like the Discord was supposed to be like a kind of like a little world for people, and not to be a little bit sappy, but it's an escape for people. I
Yeah.
really think that some people in there have become more comfortable talking about Star Wars, which was the whole goal with starting the podcast, was to kind of like normalize that it's okay to like this. It's
Yeah.
okay to be cool about
I think it
this.
makes people nostalgic too. That like for me, I just didn't know there was a community of people talking about
How nice are they?
06 Lego Star Wars. Oh, so awesome.
They're awesome.
They're all awesome.
It's insane.
But it's like looking back, oh my God, I had that set as a kid. Oh my God, I had, and it's brought me back to the level where I'm like, yeah, this is fun. I want to fucking buy this stuff. Shout out to the boys. Brought me a new set from the Mandalorian and Grogu today. I'm like, yeah, I get to go home and build this tonight. That's going to be awesome. I might break it down and build it a second time.
And see, that's something that a build guy would do and a play guy would not do, which I respect.
Yeah, I'm not a play guy. I know that we have play guys on the podcast. I'm not an interior guy really either,
That's okay.
Give me that UCS
this is
Millennium
a re-
Falcon. I'll put it on the shelf, look at it for life.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Or coffee
Literally.
table. This is perfect. And I thought about this randomly, literally in a hotel last night, Matthew. With the interior exterior thing, it might be, I like the mystery box, not to be J.J. Abrams, but there's something in there that I got to look for. That could be the angle that we've never talked about. Maybe it's like, I want something that's more than meets the eye.
You're just a gambler at heart.
I don't know if that's
Listen, if you're a My Mom's Basement fan, you're listening and you have no idea what we're talking about. Specifically, Finn loves when a Lego ship, when something like this has an interior with play features where you
Yeah.
can put figures in there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I would say, don't care about that kind of stuff. Where
true.
if the ship looks like the ship from the outside, they're putting it on a shelf, never touching it again.
All of you out
Let it
there.
collect dust. Let it collect dust.
Especially when you get when
I'll be playing with my sail barge in my bathtub.
I'll tell you what, I have one like real
Check that
set
stream
in
out.
my apartment now. It's the Jaws set. My fiance
Great
got
set.
that for me.
Very
I
nice.
loved it. But I'm like OCD with the dust now. I'm like taking it off the shelf every now and then. I'm looking at it. She's like, "You looking for dust again?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just checking."
I just
checking."
went and cleaned my entire room, like all the shelves, everything. I'm like, how is there this much dust on there?
They
I
make
was going through
vacuums.
it.
They make like
This
brick
guy's dusty,
vacuums.
for sure.
We should have reached out to them and be like, "Yo, can we just like get a couple of those brick vacuums?"
Yeah, I bought an air purifier to try to help with dust, and it just didn't do anything.
Performative air purifier.
Dude, there was a clip. I don't know if it was on a normal episode or a Patreon episode, but you were talking about, you're like, yeah, my room's getting to the point where I don't know if I could bring a girl back here because, like, she can't get on my bed without knocking a set off. And I
Well,
thought
yeah,
that was
so-
the funniest, like, most seriously
true,
said
though.
dilemma.
Well,
it's very
His
serious.
Death Star was right there. His Death Star was
My
right there.
Death Star was on, like, I bought, like, a shelf behind my bed, so I'm like, you got to come up with creative way. My rule is buy the set, figure out how you're going to display it afterward.
Yep.
Because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not going to buy this. I have nowhere to put it. It's like, that's an after you buy it issue.
Future
So-
you issue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when
That's
I
rare
bought the
based
Death
by you.
Star, I had zero spot to put it, and that's the biggest Lego Star Wars set ever. So, like, I threw it on my bed mantle, and I'm like, if just the thought of having a girl over, it would never happen.
How graphic can we
just
get
the
on here?
thought of it happening.
Huh?
Can I get graphic on here?
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
I could throw a graphic
if
on
you
there.
have his... No, I mean, can I get
Oh,
graphic?
can you get graphic? Of course. It's
If you're looking
Barstool,
at
yeah.
Rob's bed and it's a big, long bed and there's a little bit of a top and you have the UCS Death Star right here. So say, as a power bottom, he's laying on the ground and someone's on top maybe this way.
Yep.
You're getting to not only look at the Death Star, but you're really intricately
Nice view.
Like you're
You-
seeing
you
every
know what?
scene
The
you set
security
up.
area is actually pretty nice.
She's just riding him. She's like, "Yo, what? Where's the exterior?"
There should have been a full half-gray ball like...
Is this
Thrawn
the
was
scale?
never in the Death Star. Thrawn was never in the Death Star.
Rob, is this the
Rips
scale
it up,
right now?
bro.
Yeah. Is there a
Exactly.
mini kit in here? Didn't they put a mini kit in this?
So you do have one of those moments where he's looking at his room, and it was never away games.
So yeah,
Now you're away games only.
Yeah, it's away games
it
only.
was
He has
for
no
home.
games. He has no at-bats. What are we talking about here?
It's away games only. It's away games only, but we're a healthy.
This guy-
We're healthy scratches a lot. So
Jean
like,
shorts, legs crossed. You think this guy has any game?
But if you think about, in theory, to bring a girl back to that caliber of display, again, you might find the lucky one who thinks it's cool, but it is really out there. Especially all of our setups. It's just the fact that it's directly in your bedroom.
But mine's cool because I have the guitars like spread in between them.
so she may
it's
be like, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
The
these are little
guitars and
brother-
you-
these are
you-
little
you're an
brother
artist.
arms.
Wow, I love your Lego around. You're such an artist.
Have you guys moved with Lego before?
Oh,
'Cause
like
that-
4 times.
Already, I'm like, I don't even have that many sets, and I'm like, how am I gonna do this?
Big cardboard boxes, like as big as you can get, and then you get like a bubble wrap or something like that. Like I did, like the industrial like package wrap, the one you
Yeah.
put around skids.
Yep.
Um,
Any
did that-
disasters or no?
no. Well, some pieces broke off, but it's
But that's
wrapped,
fine.
so
Yeah,
So
it's
it stays
there.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
True.
and then I put them all in this big box. Big boxes, like 8 huge, the biggest ones you can get at Home Depot.
I also
and then
love
move it.
like there's many episodes where one of you guys just takes a set and throws it at a wall. I think the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
time we
That's
did an episode, Finn threw a set at a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw my.
I threw the UCS sail barge to the wall.
I
and it was
saw
so
that.
Nice. It
He
was so
started
good.
Is that
by
the
doing the
only
sail
one you
bars
had?
because somebody said no balls in the chat.
No, they donated
No,
$300.
no,
Or they donated $300.
Someone
No,
donated
so-
$300.
so
They're
the
like
whole
smash a
100
set, and he didn't. He,
So it
That's
was
like your all-time
Chewbacca.
set, though. That's like your favorite set.
So
Oh,
yeah,
it's the
someone
best set out right now.
So someone was like, "What's the price?" So I have like this. Everyone hates the buildable Chewbacca for some reason. It's like
Valid.
one of my grails.
I think it's kind of cool.
And someone was like, "What would it take? How much would I have to
One of
pay
my
you to
grails.
throw it at the ground?" And I'm like, "You would probably have to pay me $500." And then he donates $300. So then they're like, "Rob, you have to do it." And I said 500. I said
3
500.
times
That
worth
is
of value in the
so
set, by the way.
ridiculous.
3 times worth. This
Bro.
is Mr. New York. If you
I would have
seen
altered that
Robbie
story
New
if I
York.
were you. That's ridiculous.
And so then Stone to be like, "I'm not gonna let this guy down for
I didn't even say
donating
anything.
$300." He runs to his room.
I'm like,
grabs
yo,
a
I gotta go
sailboat.
to the bathroom real quick. I just run. I just come back in. I go, "This is for you, buddy. You're a fucking pussy." I'm like talking to the donator. I'm like, "You're my goat. This is for you, buddy. You're my goat. You're my goat." That's just
When
the
you throw a
most
set at the
satisfying
wall,
smash.
It's so
Do
satisfying.
do the pieces ever
Break?
actually break?
Yes.
I've had that happen once.
Okay, that's,
And it was
that's not
on
that
the
bad.
Dark Millennium Falcon when I
Gotcha.
smashed that on the wall.
That
and
was
it
a good smash.
Very replaceable piece, thank
That
God.
was a
Oh,
great
good.
smash.
So then also too, what happened after that? After Stone threw the barge at the wall, then our chat started flooding with "Rob's a bitch," basically.
Yeah.
Which
and,
valid,
and,
though.
and it got and it,
Fair,
and it
fair,
got
right.
to my head, and out of pure rage, I run over and grab the Chewbacca and just
And
throw
you
it at the ground.
smashed it anyway.
But the issue was,
Weak smash.
Is that right?
I didn't even get it on camera.
was a bad
I was
smash.
in
Oh,
I wasn't
no.
standing in a spot that was even on the shot, so I didn't even get it for the viewers. I
Oh,
literally just
no.
smashed it, and they're like, "Rob,
Yeah.
we didn't even see
Some
it."
people say
guys-
performative smash.
You guys need a Lego smash noise like the Stone Cold theme. You know when the glass breaks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like TOT
Maybe
should
it
have
could be
a
it could
Lego
be like
shatter.
the
We're about to-
death theme in Lego Star Wars where it goes pop, pop, like the pieces are being like pop pop. I forget.
We're about to get that new Razor Crest and put M40s in.
Yeah,
it.
that's what we're gonna
just
do.
so sick of
Because
we're
it's tinier.
They were gonna blow
yeah,
it up.
we try not to complain about Lego. I feel like a lot of people like complain a little too much about stuff. Like the land members, the people that are sponsored by Lego,
Mhm.
they just
Should we take this opportunity to blast them?
Blast.
Maybe,
them.
yeah.
Let me just say this.
We don't want to go too far off the rail.
Yeah, you don't want to go too far off the rail, but just to branch off that, if you're receiving a product that's poor and you're telling people who are spending money on it that it's positive,
like
You're
so
shills.
you're a
That-
big time
that's being
pussy.
Like there was
shill, yeah.
one
Big
review
time
that
pussy.
someone who was like one of the biggest people in the space.
Careful here.
Who did a bad review about one of the sets that came out relatively recently, and it was like groundbreaking. People were like,
People
"Holy!"
couldn't believe it.
Like not. They were
We
like,
were watching. We did a
shocked.
stream and watched
Yeah, we
it.
were
yeah.
watching-
Would it reveal it if you said what the set was?
Yeah, the turbo tank that came out.
Hey, with this reveal, would you think?
gotcha.
Oh yeah,
I've
it'll
never
reveal
been a
it. It's
turbo
the turbo
tank guy. I
tank.
got to be honest.
Really?
Every tank, I don't know
You
what
have like
it is.
ground vehicles? Is that it?
That might be something. There might be something
Like
to
do you
that.
like the ATTEs?
No, I don't love those either.
AT-ATs?
I do love an AT.
You're an Empire
An
guy.
AT-AT kind of has just a different like pull to it, where you're like,
Yeah.
you know, my dad probably liked that. That's
What,
cool.
what about the UT-AT? You like those?
Not really. No.
That's treads.
It's like the one from. I think it's a
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Where are you guys with? So I'm into Maul Shadow Lord right now. I think everyone is,
Yeah,
right? But I was a good age for it. I'm 27 now. I'm about to turn 28. I wasn't into the Clone Wars at the start. I saw the movie. I didn't love the movie.
Fair.
And in my little kid brain, I was like, I don't accept that Anakin had a Padawan that never got brought up again.
Yeah.
And then they bring Maul back, and I'm like, well, that's ridiculous too. And then it took me years later to be like, oh wait, like that's exactly what I love in Star, like the world building, the lore of the Clone Wars and stuff.
Did you get the Lego sets at that time or no? See, because I think
So I
the
had
Lego sets
the,
probably helped me really like it.
What's
I
the
still
fucking
love
the
it, though.
Twilight?
Oh yeah.
I had the
Dude, that was
Twilight.
an awesome set.
And it came
With
with,
Rada.
the mini fucking Rada.
Rada,
And
yeah.
it was awesome.
Yes.
That was the only Clone Wars. Or actually, I had the spider droid that came with
Fox.
Fox.
That's
Yeah.
another
Yeah,
great
yeah.
set.
Those
Ooh,
were
that's
the
an
only two
expensive fig.
Clone Wars I had.
Robbie Fox with Fox.
Rob's got the variant.
Only ones I did not have the variant. I found out about that recently. And no way. But like, I would consider myself an 8 out of 10 Star Wars animated fan.
Okay.
Where I can't
Okay.
say that I'm the most diehard, I know everything, but I really do enjoy it.
Matt, I
Are
like
you
it
guys
better.
at a 10 out of 10? Any of you guys?
Always.
Yeah.
I prefer animated Star Wars to live action almost.
Yeah.
We had a
Really?
big,
Or-
intense
I
debate
agree.
about this. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
My favorite lightsaber fight in all of Star Wars is Palpatine versus Darth Maul in Savage Press.
I mean, a great one.
It's a base
but like,
fight,
you're
easily.
taking that over Luke and Vader and
Yeah.
Empire?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
honestly,
Me and you could maybe
I
align on
honestly
that. They
would
don't
as
like
a
that
as a
fight.
fight
But
alone.
that's my two though.
Yeah, all right.
That's my
fair,
two.
fair.
Oh, maybe it's Anakin versus Obi-Wan Mustafar, just because that's
Okay.
what I grew up with.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, as a fight alone, I think I would take a lot of animated fights over anything in the OT.
What?
Just
Yeah.
because
You
they're
do
like,
more with it, yeah.
they're not. I mean, like,
like you said that on camera, by the way, with a microphone.
I like the animated fights. For me, a lot of them don't have like the emotion, obviously, because it's just
Sure.
it's sabers
so
flying.
that's the difference. That's the difference. It's usually typically
when
animated.
Ima Gundi died, I was pretty emotional. In
Yeah,
Clone
but
Wars.
like you're emotional
Yeah.
just because you're like, oh my heart, but then you're fine like a minute after.
They
I cried when Ima Gundi died, and you can
you
play that
cried?
clip right now, and I'll probably still cry. Yeah,
No.
he's in there, Ryloth, fucking last stand with his lightsaber, deflecting as many droid bullets as he can.
Sick scene.
and his form is so pristine.
Yeah, and then he gets mowed down, but then you see the supplies come in and all the starving
he
people
saves it-
of
you know,
Ryloth.
I take it back,
Yeah, he
you're right.
saves so many people. I'm like, damn, man. It's like that's not even like a lightsaber on lightsaber fight. That's just him
Yeah.
trying to take down droids. So
Yeah.
you
It's
know,
integrity. It's
yeah.
Jedi integrity.
I mean, we've been talking about this a lot recently with Maul. Maul Obi-Wan animated in Rebels. That's another emotional one.
fight.
right
Yeah.
there.
That
Yeah.
one's great,
Very
and I love
much
that super samurai, like a one move
Yeah.
slice him. Like that's awesome. Just I can't believe that you would take if you could going forward only have animated or live action.
Live action. No
It's
fuck.
live
Let's
absolutely
see how these.
no
Let's see how these
brainer.
next two movies are,
I
and
feel
then
like live action is such a
what's
higher
up?
ceiling.
Yes, there's
100%,
a higher
right?
ceiling, but it's a lot easier. It's a lower floor. If
I
that
still
or-
disagree
Yeah.
with
If
that.
they went
No, you're
all
probably
in
right.
on
You're
anime,
probably
if
right.
they went
So, like-
all in on the animated stuff, like all in, like the Miles Morales stuff, like
Yeah.
how they did that with that.
Well, that's what they're doing with
It-
Maul
I
right
mean,
now.
this
Yeah.
this
It'd be
Maul,
crazy.
the way Maul's animated, I think looks better than any other Star
I
Wars
agree.
animation show. Like I
100%.
love it. I hope they stick with that. I also think if they stick the landing on this, it will be my favorite
Me too.
animated show they've
Yeah,
ever.
I
put
that's
just
out.
what we
said
were
that.
just
I've
talking about.
rewatched it 3 times already. Every
It's
episode
so
3
good.
times.
The
'cause
tone
it's-
of it
it
is
makes more
so
sense.
good.
Every
It's-
time you watch it, it makes more sense too.
Yes.
Like any show.
The
but-
little gaps get filled. They said in an interview that they were trying back when they originally did Clone Wars, the actual TV show, not the movie. They were really actually pushing the ball with animation, which is cool.
Yeah.
And it kind of felt. This is what Dave said again, paraphrasing. Kind of felt like they were like
Taking a step
falling
back,
behind
yeah.
doing that. Clone Wars season 7 was awesome, and he said they
Yeah.
felt like they pushed it a little bit. But with Maul, it's all oil paintings.
Yeah.
It's all specific personal artists. There's no computer generated, not as many computer generated images. And he said we're actually intent trying to push animation forward with this, which we have not done since
Yeah.
Clone Wars, which I think is dope.
And since Spider-Verse, I feel like we've seen a few things try to hit the Spider-Verse style. Mitchell's vs. Machines, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem.
Yep.
It feels like, oh, they're trying to do Spider-Verse. This feels different enough where they're still doing the brushstrokes and stuff. It doesn't feel like a rip-off of that to
So
me.
it's
No,
more
not at
realistic.
all.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's like that hyper realistic.
Dude, in the last episode where the cops are looking for Maul and they have the flashlights in there and that
Real
dark-
shot, by the way.
It looks
Yeah,
so
real person.
fucking good.
We said that about the protocol droid,
It
the silver
looks
protocol
so
droid. There's a
good, yeah.
chest-up shot of the protocol droid that's like fades into him, then it fades out.
the police
and I
droid,
remember
right? That guy?
being literally
Two
on the
boots?
Patreon
Or-
watch party going,
yeah, 2 boots. That's his name.
Yeah.
Patreon watch party going, that's a real shot.
Two
Those are a
Boots.
real person.
We were talking about Two Boots this week. He's got to get the Emperor's dick out of his mouth.
Dude,
Yes.
Like, what the
Yeah.
heck?
100%.
We
It's
said Two
insane.
Tubes is so much better than Two Boots. It's insane.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, like every time they're like, yeah, we gotta go talk to Maul. He's like, do we tell the Empire?
Every time. It's
You know, that's what divorce does to you.
Can't they just like?
But he's
reprogram
programmed.
him?
He's programmed though. At the end of the day, to like do that. You know, like
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
certain protocol that comes, like the yellow
The-
light or
the-
whatever.
but
like,
They
goes
do.
out.
They
trying-
do give him personalities.
Yeah, they're
though.
trying to do like a human droid element to it, which I do appreciate. Like, there's been some like C-3PO has a little bit of that, like R2 has a little bit of that. Well, not being.
But
able
you
to
guys love it
actually
when the
speak.
Lando droid does it.
No.
The
You love it when
Lando
Lando droid does it.
The one that he's fucking?
What has a
Yeah.
You love it
has,
when Lando.
yeah has a full personality. I mean, yeah, that's awesome.
Are
He's
you guys
literally.
in on Solo?
I'm
Really?
a
Yeah.
huge
The only
Solo
part-
guy.
Really?
You know what?
Yeah.
I really hate just how he got his name.
Hate that.
Like when I was sitting in the movie theater and that happened, I literally went,
one of
"Holy
these. It's one of
cornball!"
these.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate the movie. It's my
Cringe.
least favorite Star Wars movie, easily.
Really?
Like,
Out of
so
everything?
Out of all the sequels too.
easily.
Here, no. Well,
Wow.
here's the take. Here's the take. They took all of his everything, and went, yeah, this happened within 4 days.
Yeah.
That's so
Totally.
whack.
They were checking boxes.
But that movie does have some of the best like costume design and all that kind of stuff.
awesome.
Like the
Dude,
troopers
awesome
that they have in
minifigs,
there.
too.
Like,
This nest, like
well, yes.
awesome design.
I mean,
Yes.
and the
this
part
is-
with the train is
So cool.
The
Elite
part with the
train
train is
scene.
chef's kiss, and I think the actor did a pretty good job.
I do
being
too.
young Han Solo.
I
He
mean,
looked
like
him.
Donald Glover's Lando rocks.
Yes.
He's
Awesome.
great. I think
Killed
Kira
it.
is a decent. Like
We're gonna
I
start
like
getting
the,
to like the movie.
Kira going off at the end. Like there are things about it I like. Again, like the
Talk
worst
about-
Star
talk
Wars
about
movie
an
for me is
honorable
still
girl.
A good movie.
Yeah.
Talk about an honorable girl.
No, not honorable.
Whatever the actress Kira.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying just
Real
a-
life?
Emilia Clarke.
Very honorable.
Lady of the Night.
Very honorable.
Bring her into the animated stuff. Like, let's see, like, do that stuff. I know they did it in the comics, but like, show us that with like the Maul style, and maybe they'll do it in.
I think
Oh, just
Yeah,
take from the
yeah,
comics,
I-
like
yeah,
we
I
said with
think
the comics.
eventually-
Just take all the
The comics were
material you
good.
have from the comics and like animate that. I
Yes.
think that would hit.
I
Yes.
think like my biggest thing with the Maul show and just with animation in general, like I do like the animated Star Wars, but it feels there's sometimes where it can feel very kid-ish.
Yeah.
Maul does not feel that way at all.
No.
To like where we're actually talking about like different gangs and
We got
clans
heads
and
flying in
everything.
Maul.
It's
Yeah.
the violent Clone Wars themes that
it
we
feels
got.
like it was
is
made for
huge.
kids that grew up with the Clone Wars.
Right.
Yes, which is huge because they just haven't tried that avenue yet, and they're clearly getting a good reception on it to the point
Yeah.
where like we've talked about this at nauseum. Like this has the potential to me to be a top 3 Disney TV show. that
really
they've
aggressive.
released.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it could be
true,
up
but
there.
a very
Yeah.
aggressive. Someone who watched all the first, because there's 10 episodes. A couple people, creators, got to watch the first 8 episodes.
I heard that.
And this is not a, it's just for everybody. This is not a direct spoiler at all. All that person said was that the tone continues to darken, which I find really.
Well,
Continues to
Devin's
darken.
going to go to the dark side. That's,
I think she.
Yeah,
has
but
to.
I'm
They're
saying
gonna
it's been,
talent
but it's
her.
been very dark
It's gonna be
early.
Are they doing
Inquisitor
season
comes
1
in.
though, because we have season 2.
Right.
I was thinking, are they saving that for season 2?
No, I think it's going to be Inquisitor comes in on that ISD, murks that frog turtle guy, whatever his
Yeah,
name is.
Docky.
Yeah,
Docky,
and
yes.
then she's going to be so pissed that she's like, you know
Could be
what?
that
Well,
way.
she's gonna have
Vader
nowhere to,
instead of an Inquisitor.
but she's going to have nowhere to go because she's going to be running from the Inquisitors, and then Maul's going to be there to save her, and she's going to be like, you know what? Let's team up.
She
I
was
got nothing
looking at
else.
him this week like he was spitting during
Yes,
one of the
exactly.
like.
That's what I said to them.
Yeah,
I was
she
like,
was kind of like.
see, like,
Pours her a cup of tea. She was thinking about
Yeah.
switching.
Like,
Thinking about what?
She was,
Nothing.
she was thinking about what he was saying.
yeah,
She was
well,
listening.
I think through that, my hope is that
Here we go.
he said he thinks it's an
Here we
Inquisitor.
go
that-
again.
He
That's
thinks
not
it-
happening, bro.
He thinks it's an Inquisitor that kills Docky. I think Maul gets in her head and she kills Docky.
She will never.
Oh,
that
that will
happens.
never happen. There's dark themes in this show, right? There's dark themes in this show, but they're not gonna go
You need
psychopath, bro.
Yes, you need something that is a catalyst for you.
I would
to
love it
turn.
though.
yeah,
like-
would you not love that?
But,
I
like,
would
not
love
making
it.
it-
I
I'm
would
not
Oh,
making
it'd
love
be
it.
awesome. I don't think they're doing that.
I need to
either.
see him die. I need to see him die.
Well, he's gonna die.
I think Vader's gonna kill him.
Do you think Vader's on the
Vader
ISD?
season 1?
I think we're getting Vader season 1.
Last
Vader-
episode
bro.
or
Last
episode
two
of-
probably because they're going
Okay.
to save it for the people that didn't see it.
Vader
I
would
think
kill
we're
him
getting
so
Vader.
fast.
Who-
I
Vader
actually
would
might
kill
get
him so
Vader versus
fucking-
Maul straight
We're gonna
up.
get that same animated version of Vader 2 from
Yes.
season 7 of
Yeah.
Clone Wars, and that was such a good
Well,
looking Vader.
and why is Maul fleeing when Vader's coming? He's got a fear already
Right.
in Rebels.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think
He
he has a
knows.
fear for a specific reason
Yeah.
that they're going to show
He has
us.
to get knocked down a peg because when you look at him in Clone Wars, he's very like revenge driven and very output driven, very like using people driven, and it kind of seems, even though he's using Devin by the way, kind of seems like he's developing like a little bit, being like, you know what, I'm not going to fight this turtle dude right now. I'm going to break this bridge. So he's developing a
Yeah.
little bit, but in Rebels, he's back at square one. You got to think about like that's
He's
the guy
reset a
who's
little,
running
for
around
sure.
the desert like
He's a
I have
psycho.
nothing,
Yeah.
everything is gone, so he has to fail.
And right now he's like calm, cool, collected. He's
Right.
running
So
the
it's-
mob.
it's
He's fucking
building-
killing families, taking them out.
Building
it
to
might
him,
be peak Maul right now.
Yeah.
it's building to him to a
Besides
point
his legs.
that he is going to have a
Bro is hitting the stanky like after
besides
that.
his penis. He has no penis, which we talked about the other day, which we don't know for sure. But he's building to
That
a
could add to the rage.
right.
Nah, he plants his
Yeah.
seed. He plants his seed in Darth Dev through the hatred aspect of things. He just has so much hatred that it just comes in.
hatred body.
Yeah.
Catching
He
a hatred
had,
body.
to me, in episode 3 when he pours her the tea and then he's in the shadows, major Raja Ghul vibes to me.
Yes.
Oh
where
my
he's like
God,
teaching
yes.
like
Yeah.
League of Shadow shit. I think they're trying to do a Nolan thing in the whole show. The first episode opens with a bank heist, and then as they're trying to get away, they shoot the wire across the buildings to like
Yeah.
stop him. That's what they do to the helicopter in the Dark Knight as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, pull.
I
There's
haven't
and
thought
then
about that.
even the body fake out where it's like we got Maul, we're bringing him into the leader of the
Yeah,
Pikes.
yeah,
It's the
Yes.
Joker in the
Then-
bank.
body
Yeah,
bag.
that's
I love
it.
that.
The
I
Joker,
knew
the
that from
Joker,
somewhere. I
the
knew
Joker
I was-
walking into
I
that.
swear they're
You
taking
say
Nolan
that,
things.
I swear I've seen something
Yeah,
like
dude,
this
I never
before.
put that together. That's
Yeah,
I had
every
never
episode
thought of
is at
that
a little
either.
thing where I'm like, They're ripping off Nolan in like the best way.
The Ra's al Ghul thing's perfect because even like the tea and like all that stuff, the atmosphere of the
Yes.
room, like the way everything's laid out, it's exactly how it would be.
Pull, yeah.
Was
Sick.
Krim that Pike wearing hockey pads in that scene?
I liked. He did look like he had more aura than the last time we saw him.
Dude, they look those minifigs, which is
Two balls or whatever his name is. He's got hockey pads.
minifig opportunity. All these people, like we talked about this a couple times, being like, oh wow, we could maybe get minifigs from the Black Sun, we get minifigs from the Huts, we get minifigs from the Pikes. Like I said, these episodes, where are we in episode 3, and he's already clearing out an entire planet. Like these are opportunities. Let's get a Pike
Throne.
Do they make Pike
office.
They have a
at
couple
one.
from Solo.
There's a couple
I know like
Yeah,
what they
one.
look like. I feel like I've seen them in your thumbnails, maybe a bracket
They
or
have
something.
weird, like,
I kind of like the way they.
Are
And
we-
I fuck the
There's-
Pikes.
I think there's
All my
2
homies
or
hate the
3
Pikes. But
different
Me
versions
too,
of
me as
the
well.
Pike. There's like
Yeah.
one like that's like the unique, like the one with the orange face, that like hexagon kind of.
yeah,
well, the Pikes have been cutting shit. People were talking about this.
Pikes have been cutting shit.
They've
Yeah.
been cutting their spice.
They've been cutting their spice.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's for sure. I've heard that through like underworld like channels when I was at the bar. When we were at what's it called, Doc Undar's and Galaxy's Edge. Somebody told me that. I don't know how accurate that is, but
But the new guy that he killed off that guy though. So the new guy that's taken over is gonna bring it back to that pure shit though.
Yeah. That Heisenberg shit.
No, for real, bro. That shit's about to go. That shit's about to go Oppenheimer in a second.
at 80s spice.
Is that right?
Here's a question for all 4 of you guys. What was the best time, or is, in our lifetimes to be a Star Wars fan?
No brainer. Season 2 of Mando release day or finale release day when Luke came back.
That's
No brainer.
crazy.
Season 7 of Clone Wars when that
Absolute-
dropped. The last couple episodes of Season 7 of Clone Wars instantly.
The community has never been together like
Or
it was
Rogue
that
One.
day in December of
Well, because-
2023. Never ever, or 2022 or 2021, whenever that was. Never, not the day Luke
No,
came
but
back.
that's
we
because-
were like this.
Yes,
We were
because
locked
that's because
arms.
it went so far down, and then it needed something to revive it back, and so that's why they were together. That's the best time for you.
100%. Mando season 2 was peak. Mando season 2.
I got
what-
Mando fatigue, bro.
Yeah, me too now, but we're talking 2020 glasses. Mando season 2, I was back.
Mando did
Yes,
bring the
because it
fandom
brought
back
you back.
together.
It
in a
brought
way.
you
season
back,
2, I was
yes.
actually back. I was on a planet with Bo-Katan. Then I'm like, oh wow, that's Ahsoka in live action. Next episode, I'm like, oh, Boba Fett has rockets in his knees. And then I'm like, holy shit, that's Luke Skywalker. Don't do that about Mando season 2.
No,
Okay,
I guess time
don't
wise
do
it
that.
might be the best because then you have Mando season 2, which is the new stuff that's actually good, and then you can also, if you're into that and like that was your first thing, you can go back and you can watch Clone Wars, you can watch all the movies, whatever it is, because I guarantee you there's so many fans out there that started with the Mandalorian and not the
Oh,
movies.
100%, bro. The Grogu itself, it was like the biggest selling point to
Yes.
get those new fans.
W
there. Like,
19-year-old female marketing intern that came
Can
up
I-
with-
Let's even still with this movie. This
What's
is
the
probably
most
gonna
popular
get a
character
ton
in
of
Star
fans
Wars?
too
The guy
from
goes
Grogu.
Yoda, and she goes, let's make it a baby.
Yeah. Then the first concept art of Grogu looked so ugly and just like
so-
Do
disgusting.
a little bit of refining.
What would you guys say best time in your lifetimes?
So mine was Rogue One simply because walking out of that theater, because I didn't get the theater. It's not my favorite Star Wars movie, but I didn't get the theater experience with Revenge of the Sith or like any of those. I just watched those on DVD growing up,
Yeah.
and so that was like my first time where I walked out of a movie theater and like from Star Wars and had chills, and that was like and I'm a big
Who do you watch that with?
Stone.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
and
And
we're
who knew more about Star Wars at that moment?
Stone.
That's
And-
right.
And
still
then
knows
why did
more
he have
about
to become on the
Star
podcast?
And a point I just wanna
Studying.
make
He's
is
studying. He's doing some research.
Our first interaction we had together was, should Disney have bought Star Wars? Did
Yeah.
you notice when you asked when the peak time of Star Wars was? Everyone said it was a time when Disney owned it.
Well, we're saying in recent time. That was the
He just
question.
asked what the peak of Disney Star Wars
My
was.
answer would be summer of 2005, which like
Yeah.
maybe I'm a couple years older than you guys, but that was like me and my
You saw that in
cousin.
theater?
Yeah,
I was
I feel
4.
like you
That's
guys,
fire.
where it was like me and my cousin were coloring wrapping paper tubes like lightsabers, buying all the Burger King toys. Like that
The
felt like
Burger
the
King
peak.
toys were so fire.
It was like Star Wars mania was everywhere, and as I was 7, so it was like the perfect age for me to just be entrenched in it. My number 2 would easily be the lead up to The Force Awakens. That felt like just a time where we were like,
know, that's a
wait,
better
what do you
answer.
mean we're getting another Star Wars?
That's a way
and
better
just
answer.
like, it felt like the fandom
That's
was
the honest
coming together
answer.
in
That's
a
a
way
better
where it was
answer.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Like
so
the
excited.
Force Friday that when they
the
put
trailer
the toys
with Finn
on
with the
sale.
lightsaber.
The trailer
Yeah,
was
dude.
awesome.
I think. Yeah, I just didn't want to bring up the sequels, I guess, but that's probably the
Like even if you didn't like The Force Awakens, the lead up to it
You can't
just had
say
like the
that, yeah.
hope was.
we
just
were,
like,
how pumped were we going?
I
How
was-
pumped were we going to that?
I was pumped, and also walking out of it, I'm still one of the people where I'm a Force Awakens fan. I just think how
I
they,
love it.
I think just how they direction they brought it afterward was where they went wrong. I was very hyped after the fact of Force Awakens too, where I'm like, we're about to
Oh
get
yeah.
it.
I went to
peak.
Celebration the year after when we were leading up to The Last Jedi,
Mm-hmm.
and I've never seen like a celebration more everyone together.
That might
just
be
like
the time.
hyped.
No,
like,
no.
people
That
were
might be it.
stoked.
That might be it.
Yeah.
Last Jedi trailer. That might be the hype pinnacle. Seriously, now that I'm thinking back at it, because after Force Awakens, it was actually okay, and the Last Jedi trailer was interesting.
Yeah, the Force Awakens. It felt like before the Last Jedi came out,
You might be
there
right.
were the people that were like, well, it was very similar to A New Hope.
Yeah.
But that was like the worst thing people were saying about it,
That's
which isn't
definitely-
that bad.
Yeah.
I might change my answers to the Last Jedi trailer
I
because
would-
the Last Jedi trailer was cool.
Oh yeah,
The Last Jedi was very intriguing with the Jedi
I
ending.
slept on the floor overnight, 15 hours in line to try to get into the room where they were watching the Last Jedi trailer. I got into like an overflow room. Warwick Davis was there, so I was like, all right, I'm happy with Warwick.
Happy to be here.
Leaving, people were like, Luke is in the dark side. He's turning to the fucking dark side in this
answer
movie.
that.
And everyone's so excited. Like, I swear, leaving Celebration, they were like, he said it's time for the Jedi to end. He's fucking dark side Luke. They're going to have to get him back from the dark side. And then he didn't go to the dark side. He was just like angry, but people didn't like that more.
This is an example of TOT Star Wars at an early age when that premiere came out. My family was in Canada right when that trailer came out, and I remember I Command Shift 4 screenshotted on YouTube, and I got like not 100, that's a lie, probably 30 pictures or 25 pictures, and I put them all in a slideshow, and I screen recorded my Mac with a voiceover,
Yep.
and I talked and I did a trailer breakdown, and I finished it. It took like 8 hours in my hotel room, like with my parents, and I closed my computer and I was like, all right, cool. What about my day?
That was just for you?
Yeah, I was like so jealous
You
of everybody.
didn't upload it anywhere?
No.
I didn't have anywhere to upload it.
It
I
was
was
Creed
so
Thoughts, like from The Office when he just types into like a Word
Yeah, it is
document.
fucking Creed Thoughts. Who was my Ryan who set it up would be the question. I wonder who set that up for me.
Matty?
But that's the level of like where I would make it and be so jealous of people who got to do that and then be like, watch it one time, be like, oh, that's fire. Close computer.
That's
Right, word.
hysterical. Yeah.
So I might actually change my answer to that. That's a good answer.
For me, like, it was either when I was a kid, like, because I just have distinct memories of, like, us watching episode 3 in my living room.
Yeah.
Like, for
Playing
the
Lego
first
Star
time.
Wars.
Yeah, like, all of that. It's either that or, like, for me, the last 4 episodes of season 7 of Clone Wars are, like, to me, is the top of the top. Like, I'm a
You big
huge-
Martinez sisters guy?
No, the last 4.
The last 4, yeah.
The last 4.
Siege of Mandalore,
But,
yeah.
I don't think the Martinez sister is good in that because it just makes the peak look so much better.
fair.
To a degree,
But,
yeah.
Like, I feel like that moment to me, because I'm, like, a huge Ahsoka guy. Like, I think that it was one of the better decisions.
Let me see your search history.
Bonk,
Because it
bonk,
just-
by the way. Bonk, yeah.
We'll bonk
Let me
him.
see your search history.
There's nothing on there.
No, we were
But-
in a joint hotel room last night. I think he's clean.
But like for me, that was
Starbucks
the
bathroom
kind
a
of
long time.
like the Clone Wars added so much to Anakin's story to me for Episode 3, which makes that so much better for me. And like that whole part of it really helped kind of connect everything to me.
The way they weave it into Revenge of the Sith, where it's
Yes,
like the
the
meeting
same
with
time.
Mace, like right as soon as Ahsoka
That's so
walks away,
good.
it like
It's so
bleeds into
good.
that. That is what I love, especially as a person who went in with like the little reservation of like nobody ever brings her up in the movie.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And now when you have her in Mandalorian and she's talking about Luke and her and Luke are on screen together and stuff,
It makes more
like
sense.
I think that stuff helps as
So
well.
you would think about the movie thing, you'd be like, they never brought her up.
Oh, big! Like as a
That's what I was
kid,
thinking.
like
That's my
that,
biggest
that would
issue.
make me angry.
Yes.
And now I'm like, I don't really give a fuck.
I watched an interview recently. I brought this up maybe a week or two ago, and it was the same. The way that Maul came back, I always thought in my head that Dave was like, "This would be great. Let's do this," and he's like dumb and what. It's actually George that was like, "Hey, I want to bring Maul back.
Yeah.
In 3 days, can you come back to me and let me know how we're gonna do
Like
that?"
you guys figure it out.
So it makes me think now that a lot of that Ahsoka stuff that people have said, like when I was a kid, I remember reading art like George wanted Anakin to have a Padawan, blah, 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 or Dave wanted Anakin to have a Padawan, blah, blah, blah. Kind of makes me think it was actually George being like, get this done real quick.
Oh, I think
100%.
I think George was heavily
But
involved
there's
in all
interviews
that.
of people saying that Dave was doing that and never mentioning that it was put on his desk.
Yeah, but
and
because George always tries. I felt like he always tried to like course correct, if that makes sense.
yeah, take credit
Definitely.
for stuff.
Yeah.
Which,
And it was also like
Take credit for the good stuff.
in
Like,
the first
yeah.
few seasons of the Clone Wars and after the movie, people hated Ahsoka.
horrible
hated it.
reception.
So that was also
I
maybe
hated
George
her.
being
The
like,
movie was
yeah,
rough,
that
'cause
was
that movie was
Dave's. Like,
rough.
and then when they bring it back around, it's like George could be like, yeah, that was mine
Yeah,
all
exactly.
along.
And like people, one of the biggest complaints with the prequels I've seen is like people think Anakin's turn was too fast
Yeah.
or whatever it is, and obviously the Clone Wars helps add so much context to that. But like that's in my mind like the George Lucas trying to course correct, adding Ahsoka, adding all this stuff
Yes.
to make his turn seem more natural and like progressive.
And I'll
rather
tell you
than
what, it worked because there's
Yes.
a ton of people in our generation and the generation a little younger than us, just kids a few years younger than us, that look at the prequels with such a great like full story
Yes.
from the Clone Wars, where it's also like there's a reason why people a little older than us hate the prequels because they never watched the Clone Wars and they only
Virgins.
have those 3, and it's just like, all right, well those 3 are flawed movies or whatever. You add so much from the Clone Wars, you look at them just through rose-tinted glasses. Then
yes.
When anyone brings up prequels or like PT or OT, if you're talking PT, I'm including Clone Wars in that
Yeah.
conversation. Like I'm not just talking 3 movies.
But
3 versus
someone
3
would,
movies,
someone
but-
could give you a hard time for that. I wouldn't.
I could see
Shaak
someone
Ti
give,
dies too many
I could see
times.
someone give me a hard time, but it's still like
Doesn't make sense. Shaak Ti
I'm
died.
saying like, if you
fuck
were
it.
talking to an unk, and like that's what you're saying. That's that take where they go.
I'll ask you guys.
And we grew up
this.
with Battlefront. We grew up with Battlefront too. So like
100%.
that was like I remember playing that on the PSP a lot growing up. And,
Yep,
like, that
I had it
was,
on
like,
PSP. I still got
Mom-
the case for it on
Yeah,
the PSP.
that
on
was
my
like the
shelf.
fucking thing. So I'm like, you got the video games, you got all that going
Yeah.
on. Like,
It was-
what's not to enjoy.
It was the meta of you're 8 and your mom says no first-person shooters, no Call of Duty.
Star
Little
Wars
does she,
game,
little does she
Battlefront,
know,
yep.
you could hold the bottom arrow on the D-pad, and it would turn first person from third person, basically playing Star Wars COD.
Although you
Sorry
can't
about
be
that, Mom.
playing Battlefront 2 in first person.
Yeah, you can.
No, I mean you can physically, but like you got to be playing that.
Oh,
game
it was
third
horrible.
person Mode.
But when I was a kid, I was like,
You
fuck
wanna see
I
your
was like,
character.
fuck you, Mom. This is
You have to.
basically
Yeah,
COD.
like yeah,
Trying to take
how
COD
are you
away
gonna
from me?
not see your character running around.
Let me ask you guys this, because I know you guys aren't. I'm probably the biggest sequel trilogy guy in the room by a long shot. Is there a world in which they could do a sequel trilogy show like the Clone Wars that fills some of the gaps and fills things in that you think could turn your, maybe not fully into liking the movies, but turn your opinion on it a little bit?
Like what gaps though?
6 to 7.
I think you would have to do more Luke
6 to
stuff.
7.
It would have to be a lot. You would have to do some pre-episode 7
it's
stuff
6
with
to
Luke.
7. If they
You have to do a lot of
seven,
flashbacks.
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Genuinely, yes.
Yeah.
Why
they
would
do
you
6
need
to
6?
7.
I would want more 7 to 8.
I think you want to see more of the Jedi Temple stuff with Luke and Kylo to excuse the
Yes.
what a lot of people hate about 8 of
Yeah.
him having that flash moment.
Is that a
Yeah.
I'd
performative
love to
take? Or are
just
you
see a show
serious?
with a young
I'm
Luke
dead
in
serious.
general.
Same.
Like with-
You want to correct the worst part of it. You want to add context to the best movie in the sequels.
No, but you're adding the context to why Luke is.
Yeah,
Seriously, there's
it
stuff
is
like
tough though
that.
because Last Jedi and Force Awakens are one after the other in a
Yeah.
way that no Star
They gotta
Wars
show how the new
movies
Jedi
are.
Order like
Yeah,
falls too.
so I
That's
get-
almost like a exactly.
Like that's the big thing.
The
I
New
think
you wouldn't
Republic
want
and
it-
all of that is also
That's
like
the- yeah.
handle
Podcast
that.
aside, seriously, that's insane. I'm like actually because like you can't.
What'd he
We
say?
just argued, bro. He's talking about I'd love to have a show in between episodes 7 and 8 in between instead of episode 6.
It
and
wouldn't
7.
be technically.
That is
It
ridiculous.
Well, you
technically
can't
wouldn't
do
be
between 7
between.
and
It would
8.
just be like adding
Okay, then
context
he
to what's
said
going on
8
during
and
that
9.
time.
8
Okay.
and 9, I think you
the
could do a show there.
context that matters is, hey, we just spent 11 on-screen hours taking this whole story over and building this and getting to an endpoint, and we're gonna start at square one. The gap that needs to be filled is why are we back to square one? That's the gap. I don't care what happens in between episode 8 and 9.
I
I
do
guess-
kind of care about that. I'm curious about that. I'd like to see more
know,
Leia
but I don't
training
care
Rey
as much
and
as
stuff.
6 and 7.
No,
How
6
are we
and 7
here?
is that's the biggest
How
gap
do we
where
even
it's
get
like
here?
let's
Rob,
see
that's
that.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Performance.
I want skinny Leia training Ray, by the way. Don't give me none of that fupa shit.
Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Disrespect to Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, rest in
is
peace, Carrie
insane.
Fisher.
She's
Rest in
dead.
peace.
I'm just kidding. I know that.
Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
But I don't like they're all. I think this side of the couch is more so accepting of the sequels. I'm a like my.
Oh, I love the quad jumper.
They've heard me say this a million times.
You did.
Let's slow down here. I love Babu Freak and
Okay.
I love the quad jumper. And who's that bitch with the fucking gold helmet and the maroon like outfit? Zahn.
Oh yeah, Zori Bliss.
Missouri. I love
Yeah,
that.
that's cool.
Great character. Great
Great
design.
character.
I even
Gloop
like Poe
shitter.
Dameron.
Bit of a gloop shit.
I actually like Poe Dameron too.
Shido.
I just think
But fuck those
like
movies though.
my biggest issue with the sequels is that the story that they could have had for how they set it up in Force Awakens to where it ended in Episode 9 is just so backwards of what I would have done that it annoys me.
It's like if we planned those movies.
No.
I always
There was
go
no-
back and
Nah, I
forth
give
with
myself
planning
more credit
stuff.
than that.
Yeah, me
Do
too.
you? We've recorded with these in our hand 8 times. This is the first time you're gonna hear us.
Fair.
I don't know. It's like if we made the fucking sequels, dude.
Yeah, it'd be more like poetry and stuff would be rhyming.
It should rhyme.
Yeah, it would run.
I go back and forth on the planning stuff because I think even the prequels get a little bit too much credit for how much they were planned nowadays. Because I think, like, looking back, like, you probably shouldn't have killed Maul.
Those
in
are
the
aura
first
farming
one.
stories.
You-
Where he'll be like, "Oh, I
George
was
had a
planned."
lot more planned for Jar Jar and
Aura
course
farming.
corrected, took him out. But through that one scene in Episode 2 where he looks at the camera like, I'm still here.
Yeah, exactly.
He's aura farming always.
But
trying to
it's like
recollect, yeah.
I see what they definitely should have planned it better and probably had a connective 3 director lead through all of it. But I look back and I'm like, I see what they were thinking in the first part
Yes.
of like both Star Wars trilogies were done like this. Let's do it like this, and then quickly it was like different ideas from different directors going in complete opposite directions. And then JJ bringing it back and be like, I'll try to satisfy everyone with the last one, and then nobody was really satisfied.
the
You
tone,
can't do Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah.
the themes. If you take the themes and you isolate them, is this one see me?
Oh yeah.
If you take the themes and you isolate them, Rey,
Still figuring out how cameras
sexy
work.
girl, very powerful, dope. Who cares? Finn,
Needs
Stormtrooper
bigger-
Jedi,
needs bigger
dope,
knockers, though.
very cool. Kylo Ren, Princess Leia and Han Solo's son, turns bad, was a Jedi with Luke, cool. All this stuff is cool on paper.
Yeah.
So I want to put that out there.
The Snoke stuff, I mean, like, I
Snoke
wanted
is
to
also
go
cool.
into episode 9 with Kylo being the big bad, and then you bring back Emperor, which I also was. I was like, bringing back the Emperor.
Me
That's
too.
awesome. How did he come back?
Yeah.
And then it's like in Fortnite, and it's explained as
Yeah,
somehow he's
you
back.
gotta
I
get the
don't know.
DLC in Fortnite to find out how the Emperor came back.
Exactly.
$8.99 by the way for the season.
How are we feeling about Mandalorian and Grogu? Like, across the board, give me a number out of 10 hype-wise.
10.
Stone?
I mean, like I said earlier, I got a little bit of Mandalorian Grogu fatigue, but watching that newest trailer that just dropped like yesterday, kind of right back on it. I don't know. Just seeing Embo and all that stuff gets me hyped. So
With melee
I'll go like 8-8.
Robbie?
Under 9.
I'm with Finn on the 10. It's the same thing. I was excited for it to begin with, and then that trailer dropped yesterday, and it literally, they probably couldn't have picked the better scenes for it. I mean, it's obviously that's
a lot
what
of the
they do in
same
trailer,
scenes.
but
A lot
like,
of the same. It felt like an
it's
extended
it's
trailer.
the same scenes,
But I
like,
appreciate that
different
they're not
context
giving
to
out
it.
a lot. Like, I've been
Fair.
complaining for years that
I don't like
trailers
watching
give away
trailers
too much.
usually.
What about
Yeah,
you?
I would
hype-wise?
go like mid. I would go like 8.5.
Oh,
Just-
lowest.
Yeah,
That's
just
low.
because like for me, as the trailers have gone on, it seems like there's a more concrete story that they're doing with, and I was worried that they were trying to squeeze a season of The Mandalorian into this movie where it's just this bounty, this bounty, this bounty. But now it's like with this newest trailer, it seems like there's actually like a goal for him to do that's bigger than a bounty.
Yeah.
So
and-
if Favreau says they're not trying to do that, don't believe it. But you watch the trailer, then you believe it.
yeah.
Just make sure.
I
I
go
need
back
to
and
see
forth.
with
It
my own
does feel
eyes.
like I'm a 10 for sure. It does feel from the trailers already that they could have reworked a season into this movie.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
the concept is there where it is like he's going after a specific bounty or whatever. Apparently the first 18 minutes were sick. People noted Jeremy Allen White has second billing in the movie, so people think Rod is a much bigger part of the movie
I don't. Main character, by the way.
than
we
been
had
saying
this
that for
debate for like
months.
20 minutes straight.
He's got a billing over Sigourney Weaver. That's crazy.
Thank you.
And I think Sigourney Weaver's probably turning heel in this movie too.
but like, how is he gonna be the main? How is Rod gonna be a main character?
I don't know.
If
Because he's a
not
toy.
even in the
Because
newest
you can sell
trailer.
toys with him. Because he's a toy.
But is
He's
he
a
gonna?
hut.
Did
And
he
this
fit
movie's-
on the
this
Razor
movie's-
Crest?
Is this movie not
No,
focused
I don't
around?
know.
It's not
I
like
don't
how are
know.
you gonna?
It's a good
He's
thought.
gonna join the
don't
join the
know.
mission. How are you
Yeah,
getting him
that's
off
what I'm
planet?
saying.
When the movie's based around like huts, no, and like them like
I think that's just gonna be a stop on
No,
the way.
bro.
I
no,
think
bro.
from the people that saw like the first 18 minutes at CinemaCon
Right.
said that there's like a storyline where he basically has to go to the huts to figure out who his bounty is.
Yes.
So he has to like help free Rada from captivity, and then maybe he'll get the answer of who, because the bounty's like an unknown. We don't know who he's
Right.
going after.
Right.
I also think it's eventually going to be revealed that like maybe the bounty he's going after is not an actual bad person.
It's Aura Singh.
Sigourney wants to take him out for some reason, and she's the big bad.
Yeah.
It's Aura Singh.
I think they're playing with us with Sigourney Weaver. Which what's her character name? She's on this, right?
Yeah.
I genuinely don't.
I feel
Colonel
like they got-
Ward.
She's
Colonel
very
Ward.
heavily involved
Colonel
in the
Ward. It
trailer.
says. Yeah. She. We have a dude in the Discord. Shout out the Discord who works for ILM, and he did some of the lighting and the what's the thing called, the wraparound screen,
Oh,
Oh, the volume.
volume screen.
Yes.
So he did work on the volume screen, and he said, "All I'm gonna say is that the movie has legitimate galaxy implications." By the way, he said this months ago. I've been saying this on video for months, and people are saying, "Mando season 4 adapted to a movie." No, people who are in there working on the movie are saying there are galactic implications. This is a big deal.
yeah, but you can't say that watching the first two trailers, not the one that dropped yesterday, but the first two, there didn't look like there was a clear direction in the movie.
It doesn't look like it, but it sounds like it if you listen, because she literally says out loud, "We are
Yes.
trying to prevent another
Yes.
war." That's not like, "Hey, can you come
Like-
kill this random guy for me?"
I guess, but like that's just like movie.
You got to take
statement.
Ahsoka show, put it right here. If you don't like Ahsoka show, it's a shame. And you got to take the Mando movie here and say, "Wow, they're trying to do a little bit of this."
Do you think Ahsoka makes an appearance in this movie?
Yes, and here's why. That first shot of the, I was waiting to tell you this, Rob. I was excited about this last night, and I held my breath in the bar. That first shot of the trailer, where's Grogu? Because I can tell you where I think he is. I think he's on
when
that
he's, like,
planet with Luke.
meditating. That one. Yeah.
I think he's on that planet with Luke. So is this going to be a potential? We get to see Luke Skywalker on the big screen
Ooh.
with CGI. That's the, bro. Take a look at those screenshots side by side. Tell me that's not the planet.
You could be right about that.
Yeah.
Tell me that.
Yeah.
Okay, but who else was on that planet?
Ahsoka.
Big screen. It's Filoni. He
Are
can't
we getting-
help himself.
Are
bro.
we getting Thrawn in the movie?
No.
nah.
You'll get a mention. You'll hear his name.
I think there's a chance
You'll
you like,
definitely hear his
you,
name.
like,
It's Maul
see
and
him on a
Solo-esque.
bridge or something,
You'll
but
hear
like
his
I don't
name.
think it's gonna be a big
you
thing
will
if we get him.
definitely hear his name.
We'll hear his name for sure.
100%.
Maul and Solo-esque, where you just get like a quick
I
glimpse.
can see
maybe.
that. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Where you build to Ahsoka season 2, or if Dave Filoni wants to tease Heir of the Empire, his big Avengers movie now.
Yeah.
People are going to walk out of this movie. It's going to be really annoying for all the public defenders of the last couple months. People are going to walk out of this movie and go, "Wow, I cannot believe I tried to be performative and hate on that for a year."
I think
It's
so
gonna
too.
be fantastic.
The box office projections are like lower than Solo. People are
There's like
people are down on
like a
it.
$75 million opening weekend. You out of your fucking mind?
I blame Smart
I'm
Bricks.
taking the over on that.
100%
Like,
pounding
I
the
think that's
over.
gonna hit 100. If fucking Super Mario Galaxy's hitting 100, and I know that's like more kid centered.
Yeah.
Gas movie, by the way.
But it's like,
great movie.
who's not trying to take their kids to see the Baby Yoda movie?
Yeah.
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 You know what I mean?
Especially the people that grew up liking Star Wars and
Yeah.
like going all that stuff. They're
It's the first
instantly
Star Wars
ready
movie in 8 years or 7, something like that.
People
it's,
are gonna
it's
go
around
just
that.
to go see
Crazy.
it. Like regardless if they have like even if they've watched The Mandalorian or whatever, I feel like they're just gonna go anyway because it's a Star Wars movie in theaters just to see it. And if it sucks, then they'll never go back.
Is
But
there even anything else good out around the time? Like, is there any other good movies
It
coming around
is.
the time?
Yeah,
There's a
Well,
ton coming out
it's
right
cool.
now.
Like,
there
the
is a
first
decent
few-
amount coming out. I
The
think
first like week of it or two is in the clear, but then
I thought it overlapped with something big.
it's not too far from Toy Story 5, I think,
Yeah.
and Minions.
I'm trying to remember. I thought it was a
So-
Marvel.
I know. Those are all in June. No Marvel stuff.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I mean, I think it's gonna be one of those things where people leave the theater, and it's gonna be so fun,
Yeah.
and it's gonna call back on so much stuff. We're talking about
Gonna bring back the Anzelians.
We're talking
That's the most
I
exciting.
love the Anzelians,
Me
dude.
too. Like they have the
Dude, in the trailer when they say horrible baby.
when we walked out the theater and we saw Babu Freak for the first time. What did I kept doing? I'd be like, hey,
Yeah,
oh,
Babu
we
Frick
got
is
the-
maybe the best part of that
I
movie.
don't-
Yeah.
I love Babu Frick. He's my favorite glub shitto.
Goats.
Are you
I
ready
don't
to
even know if you
publicly
call them
admit that the Anzellan starship cannot fit a standing battle droid?
It's
I already
tiny.
said it. That was me that said it couldn't fit a standing.
no,
battle
you
droid.
said it could.
No, you yelled at
No,
me.
I
very
said it
intensely.
couldn't fit one.
No, you yelled at me. Very
I said that it couldn't fit a
Actually,
battle
actually,
droid.
yeah, that's a
I
cra-
literally said it couldn't fit a battle
that's
droid.
a
and
that's
you
a
said that
crazy
it
take
could.
because he was we were
Someone
You
was
will
talking
not
about it
gaslight
being
me right
hunched
now.
over.
You
We
will
were-
not gaslight me right
The
now.
whole point of that argument was me being
I
like,
literally said you cannot fit figs
no,
or battle
no,
droids.
yeah, he's right. The point of the argument was
might
he-
be right.
Go get the clip.
Yeah,
Go get the
he's
clip.
right.
the
Ready?
point,
Let's
yeah,
put the
the
clip in
point of
this
the clip, the
podcast.
point of the
Get
clip, the point of the
Get
clip was
fuck
him.
out of here, bro. L rage bait. L rage
3,
bait.
2,
Fucking
1,
blood boiling right now.
play it.
You could do a lot in there because of how small the Babus are. I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, the problem, my only gripe though, is that you can't fit a real minifig in the
I
interior.
agree. But you don't need
But Ice, you're a display outside kind of guy.
I know. I'm just saying for all of you play people at home.
Matthew. The ship may not fit a human.
True.
We gotta wait for the show because think about how small if Baby
What do you
Yoda's
mean
in
a
there,
droid's like 6'4"? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
there's a droid. There's a droid in there.
We
We
don't
don't
know
know
if
we don't know. We still have to
There's a
wait.
droid standing
I
in
know.
it right now. I literally see a B1 battle droid standing in it. What are you talking about? You're on
I'm
crack.
saying
Wrong.
they might have stood it up for the picture. You know,
No, bro.
maybe in
It's-
the
it
show.
comes in the set. It's gonna be in. These guys make droids and do all that type of shit. They're literally like fixing up a droid.
Well, that might be the one.
What are you
thing.
shaking your head for? What do you mean, bro? It's literally.
That's,
a
that's
droid.
not what I meant.
You
it
said
might
maybe they
be-
can't fit humans in them. I'm saying that's taller than a human.
Yeah, you're right. It was. It was a bad call by me. No, it was a bad call.
I mean, don't get defensive, bro. I'm trying to get some W comms right now.
Yeah, it's a bad call.
Fair.
Yeah, and you'll be wrong.
No, I will not.
You will be 100% wrong.
Finn,
I don't
actually,
know.
actually,
Bro,
this
you're
is
100% wrong.
this is I don't.
You're 100% wrong because
I
I
think-
said you can't fit a fig or a droid in there, and I was like, dude, this is a piece of shit. I was the
You
only
were
one
an-
hating.
you were
I was
anti
the only
shit.
one hating
He
on
was.
the set.
Because
I was the only one hating
Watch
on
the
the
clip.
set.
Hates it.
And then
You're
and then-
fucking ridiculous.
And then
bro.
you're and
There's a
Finn,
door right there.
Watch
There's a
the
door
clip.
right
Finn-
there for liars.
Wait for
and
the
Finn,
clip.
your argument was
Holy fuck.
Finn, your argument was he doesn't have to be standing straight up. He could fit in if he's bent over or in half.
Yes.
My argument was
Thank
that
you.
my
Yeah, that
argument
was-
was that the ship is going to the ship is going to be built
I remember.
for guys who are a foot tall. That was my argument.
Yeah, I
So
I
now
remember
you're
that
backpedaling.
argument.
No. Your argument was that the ceiling would be tall enough for a battle droid to stand.
No,
in.
I didn't.
Finn,
Someone made
Finn-
that argument. I don't remember who.
Someone
Finn,
was
we've-
making that. I
someone-
remember that.
Finn, we've been
vividly.
That
very-
was not me. There's
Finn,
no
we've
way. I was
Watch that
hating
clip,
on
watch
that
that
set.
clip.
Finn, a
might
lot
be
of
right.
people. Finn, a lot of people.
I think they might be right.
I
dude.
feel,
Yeah.
I'm right.
I feel
Yes.
like you were talking about them
Finn,
building.
I
a
think
droid
you're
in
just
the
saying
ship.
what your argument was.
I have no idea. I could be
I
wrong.
think they're right.
But I think
You're 100% wrong, bro.
We're very confidently wrong. I think that might be the most confidently wrong I've ever seen someone out of the four of us.
Oh, I'm 100% positive.
But he just hit that little wink like none of us.
I now, because of how confident you were, I think I might be wrong. But before, I literally told Matt, I go, "Oh, I can't wait to ask him about."
Boss,
the fucking-
I would never have a dog shit take like that. I don't expect it from you, honestly.
By the way, want to hear how dumb I am? Today, tickets went on sale, and we've got the Lincoln Square IMAX in the city,
Yeah.
the biggest IMAX in the world. It's the tied for it or whatever. It's awesome.
Nice.
Seeing movies there is incredible. So I said, I gotta buy these tickets right away. I buy tickets to the first Thursday showing, 5:15. Stoked. It's 3D. I hate 3D.
Yeah.
So that was tough immediately. And then I went,
That shit hurts my eyes.
so I went back to buy 2 p.m. tickets for IMAX on that day. I wound up getting them, and then I realized my fiance's not going to be able to take off work. She's going to want to see it. So now I have tickets for 7:15. I have tickets opening day 2 p.m., 5:15, 7:15. I bought them all today. I spent like
just
$100.
just
Happy accident.
Just keep
You
going.
gotta go to all. You going to all of them?
I don't think I'll be able to make the middle
No,
one,
I
but I'll
think you
definitely go to 2 p.m.,
you
7
have
p.m.
to go to
all of them.
So for all the sequel movies except 9. So for 7, 8, and Rogue One, I saw all 3 twice opening night, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Saw them at 7 p.m., drove to a different movie theater, saw them with my brother at 11 p.m.
That's
Are you gonna get the movable mouth Grogu popcorn bucket?
I saw a couple of the popcorn buckets. I was glad that Grogu
Mando
isn't
helmet,
like
right? That's one of them.
it's a Mando helmet. There's an AT-AT with Mando on the side that's kind of sick.
No Star
There's one
Lucy?
that I think there's no like.
Star Lucy?
I just
I
saw the
really
clip you
wanted
guys
to
put up
Star
about
No
the
Star
Grogu
Lucy?
Hull. There's no Grogu Hull one.
No
But there is a
hollowed out,
Grogu,
no hollowed
but-
out Anzelin.
I thought they would do the pram. I thought they would. I was
That's
like,
They
literally
should
a
have done the
6-inch
pram.
That's like
I don't know why they didn't
Yeah, that's
do
like
that.
such a miss not
Yeah.
putting
Especially
the
there's a
pram.
new pram in the movie. Like
You
a
could actually
speed
fit
pram.
popcorn in it.
That
Wow.
would be the best popcorn bucket. You're right.
What if I just brought this?
Literally, just that's what I was about to say. Grab that right
Yeah.
there. That's perfect.
They'd probably let you bring it
That'd be
in.
the best popcorn
One,
bucket.
please.
They'd be like, wow, this guy's definitely gonna kill somebody. This guy's weird.
Some of the there's like a Grogu cup that looks almost like he's in the bubble of the N1,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of sick,
that's
like out of the
chill.
straw.
That's
cups.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
they're
fire.
gonna get so much money out of me
Speaking
on
of-
opening night.
Have you seen the new May 4th set, the Lego N1?
Oh, I did. I like it.
Yeah,
I
it
did
looks
too.
great.
So what was the argument about in a group chat the other day? Because I saw the cockpit looked tiny to me, but you guys were saying it's too big.
So the
Yeah.
chair,
This is it's a prominent argument in our Discord right now too. The chair, people are claiming is minifig scale. Like they built that chair for a minifig
could
to
fit a
sit in it.
minifig, yeah,
You
right?
can, but it's not. It's too big to be actually like 1-to-1 minifig scale.
Like
is the
the whole
argument.
ship. They have
Like
this
his
like,
controls are
But
too
just
far from
we were
his
arguing
arms.
just the chair. We were
Gotcha.
literally arguing just the chair.
like they have this weird thing where like
Well, the
if
set
ship-
itself's a little
like-
bit too big, too.
Like the UCS
Not
sets
minifig
are
scale.
obviously like bigger, higher
Yeah.
quality, like more detailed ships, and so like certain things, like if they did a UCS Interceptor or something, will be too big to be minifigure scale.
Yeah.
And they, for some reason, all of them hate that for some reason.
I don't mind
some
that at all.
reason?
I have no.
You put the
problem at all.
minifig right in front of it. I don't care. It's a little
Exactly.
display.
Here's my thought is the easiest way I can explain why I don't like it is I just need like some form of life in it, like someone driving it or something, and you technically leave those ships
Alright.
like empty.
Yeah.
So they're just like model ships. In
I
a
like
way.
the model ship.
I think it,
I
I
see
think,
where you're coming from.
I think it
but
looks great. I think the build's great. I think whoever is looking for an oversized UCS set
Can the fig
needs
not
to buy
actually
that.
reach the
I was gonna
controls?
say for clarification
Yeah, I don't
purposes,
think you
because we were
can.
talking about it in the group chat. So like,
I might be wrong on that though.
when we were looking at the cockpit of the new N1, we were saying when I was like when I said it's I think 2x2 and Stone said I think it's 3x2x2. We just meant that there was 2 studs this way.
Oh, no, I
and
know-
right.
I
so,
knew
but
what
that
that meant.
meaning
Yeah,
that
yeah,
meaning
yeah.
that if
He
the
knows what
ship,
2 by.
I
no,
know
of
what
course
2
you.
by
Well,
2
I'm gonna
means. Come on,
translate
I'm
to
not-
this.
teaching him
But
numbers
all
right now.
I was just confused because you said it was a different language. I wanted to make sure if the set is massive and you can still fit the guy in there, that's where the kind of limbo area is, where it's like
Oh, I put pilots in my UCS gunship.
it's
I don't
hard
care.
to, right? Because that area of it looks awesome if you're into like photography, which you're based if you are. You could take a cool picture angulation wise of like, wow, the cockpits look minifig scale. This looks like it would in the movie, but then you take a picture of the doors and that area, and it's so large, the ceiling's so high.
Yeah,
that it's
I
hard
could-
to
I could
compare.
see where
So
you're
you get a
coming
situation
from.
like the N1 where you get the Grogu in his little circle, and he looks awesome because it's one stud and the dome is the correct size for his head to just be right under it. It looks like it's for a play scale ship. But then you look at the cockpit and the area around it is massive. It just comes down to if you have like 8 out of 10 TISM or 2 out of 10 TISM.
Yeah, it's different.
Depends on
Different sides of the spectrum for
Right,
sure.
yeah. So if you're into the like, I look at this and go, oh yes, this is exactly how it's supposed to be. Actually,
I did have an issue. It was my first like getting back into Lego. I hesitate to say that because I don't really have a lot of sets. But I bought the little tiny guy in the. I was in the Vegas airport for hours, and they had a Lego vending machine with the little tiny speeder that they just put out of Mando and Grogu.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. I'll build this. It'll kill 20 minutes right now.
That's a
or
nice fig.
whatever. It is a nice fig, and I was happy to have a Mando fig. He can't reach the handles. You
Really?
sit him in the speeder. He's not even close.
Like,
Like,
if
you
you
lean him
stud
forward.
really?
You
See,
need
that's the
like
kinda
you
shit
need
that
to put
we-
another stud in where the handles are. How do you make a speeder where he can't reach the handles?
Yeah.
That's
It's
ridiculous.
just floating like
That's
that. It's crazy.
that's crazy.
And it's like a $10 set, so it is what it is. But like, it literally would require one extra stud on each handle because they came with one extra, a couple extra ones. So I put one extra, and then I didn't have one for the other side. But one extra reached. So
imagine
not
you're not
include
a very intelligent adult
LUI.
and you're 8, and that happens to you. What the fuck? Like that's the kind of
That's
shit
what
that
I'm
actually
thinking.
like not trying to be like a bit of a virgin sweat. That's the shit that like actually genuinely pisses me off. Like if I was 8 years old and I have no other pieces and my parents don't have that much money and I open my set, my fucking Mando can hold the handlebars and I put a piece in there and his left hand can hold it.
Why
I'm
do you
like,
even put
bro.
the handlebars in? Like, it's Lego. Like, you want it to click into place.
Yeah.
I thought that was crazy.
That's
It's not satisfying.
So wait, how does that? So does that seat? I've never seen the build, and I've no, I'm not too interested.
It's the
in looking
$10
at
speeder
it.
bike from January. You
It's
know,
not like
I
the
know,
two
I know,
prongs.
no,
You
I
will
know,
know
I
it
know,
when he
I know
shows
the
it.
build.
The
I
two
know the
prongs.
build. I'm just saying I've never like dove
Held it.
into it.
Yeah.
And so it's. I'm assuming it's like the seat where it's
On
like
this
it's got
one,
the
he's
studs
holding
on the
on
butt.
to it.
and
Maybe
you
I
just,
fucking built it wrong.
I was gonna say user error.
No, look, here it is. Dude,
Could have been user error this whole time.
Oh, that's bullshit.
And you see where he's
Yeah,
sitting.
you're
He
right.
can't
Yeah,
reach
you're right.
those.
Yeah,
that's
What if you
wild.
lean the fig? Can you lean the fig forward?
No, you can't. Look,
you
it's already
lean it
max-
forward
it's
enough.
max
Look,
lean.
here's the official one. He's
I
not
can't,
holding
like,
on to
move
that
his,
either.
like, oh wait, because he's sitting down.
But then on this one,
Is he sitting down?
they got him holding.
They might
on.
have moved him up one stud.
I think
kind
they
of a
might have
nice
moved
build,
him up
dude.
or something.
It's kind of a nice
It's
build.
not bad.
Yeah.
I like the little backpack Grogu he's got on the side of it.
But you
like,
get that Grogu in January, right? And you're
Yeah.
really excited to say you've never bought a Mando. Actually, in your specific case, you don't have a little a little.
Is that the
minifig.
old Grogu?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is you go in January.
one came with this, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
You go in January and you buy the Grogu and you get the little old baby minifigure body. And if you had went in March, you get the whole new
one
updated.
with
Fi-
the- yeah.
It's so like, oh my god, dude, we did a short about that, like the whole Grogu, the whole money printing, like.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so frustrating. Bro.
I know, and I saw that short, and I was like, well, they got me, because when we did a 24-hour stream, I was like, I don't know, buy Grogu.
It's fucking awesome. That was my defense of it too, where I said it's gonna get.
I do
people
agree with you
like
guys, though. There's 3 of these on shelves right now. Like, why do you need 3 builders?
It's
Like,
the time thing.
This
That's
one,
the
I like the little play feature on the back, though. The little.
math.
Yeah.
He can hit the 6'7".
You can hit the-
Yeah.
He's cranking. I can say this. He's 50 years old. He's just jerking it a little bit.
He is 50. Adult, by the way. But yeah.
Oh, I was just showing someone that clip, the Age of Consent clip, classic Robbie T, because I was trying to describe your podcast to Nate. I don't know if you know Nate from The Office.
do, yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, these guys are coming in. They do a Lego Star Wars podcast. He's like, all they talk about is Lego Star Wars. I was like, yeah, let me show you a couple clips. And I showed him clips. He was like, that's fucking awesome.
And people will complain that he's, and that was in, by the way, that was in defense of that little guy.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Like,
out,
people
I'm
were-
looking,
He was on your side.
Okay,
I'm like,
good.
no,
Yeah,
you're right.
good,
There's
good,
no
good.
Age of Consent. There's a sliding
good,
scale.
Good, yeah.
and then people are think I'm trying to twist the narrative for myself.
No, it wasn't a
Well,
selfish.
you
It wasn't a
just put that
selfish.
on- you just put that on yourself right now.
No,
did.
there's a,
You Streisand
there's a community
affected
out
yourself.
there.
Now people are gonna
there's a
think
community out there that's keeping an eye on me right now.
So people were trying to claim it was a selfish take. I just wanted to put it out there. Again, I would never defend Robbie T if there was no reason to. That was actually that was actually a protect the little guy. And you actually backed that up recently when we talked about his butthole. Shame. It's a true shame that that's
You're
the way.
trying to explain what our podcast is about.
It's hard.
To someone
I just
else
explained
is
it. We're talking about the
impossible.
Lego
I've done
Grogu
it to my
new mold
fiance where
butthole.
she'll overhear something and be like, what does gooning mean on it? Nothing, sweetie. I don't want to talk about that right
Gooning
now
is a
in the
specific
context
technique.
of Lego.
It's a specific technique where you build your set, then you
It's a
take it
building
apart and you
technique.
rebuild it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yadi Gundi.
I just wanted to make sure I defended you because when we did talk about the Grogu butthole, we brought it up again, and you said I just want to make sure that everybody knows the little guy is vulnerable, and we're trying to defend him because some
Yeah.
people in the comments were saying that it was supposed to be a slick joke, which it was not. It's literally in defense of a nice young character.
It was honorable.
Thank you.
It's
I
a
would
good, it's
agree.
a good way to back it up when you can say that because the original thing was I just want to joke about him having a butthole, but then you're like, well, it's
Exactly.
actually a bigger issue.
Gotta have your backtracks.
All right, boys. This was very fun. Thank you for coming in. This will
Anytime.
be hopefully the first of many of you guys on My Mom's Basement. Go check out the episodes I did of TOT Star Wars. Go
Please.
on their channel, of course. Check out all their episodes and check out the Patreon. Great stuff on the Patreon. I'm a fan. I love it all. So
Watch
go check
parties.
it out. Yeah, watch parties, streams,
Good time.
all wild stuff like that.
Yeah.